Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Jackie from Just Like Jackie's, and today we are trying something completely different and a little DIY. If you guys have been following my channel, you know I'm not a big DIY person. I do know of a couple of remedies. I honestly don't have the most time in the world to try them out, so I'm going to try to incorporate this onion juice into my routine on a weekly or twice a month routine. Okay, first celery juice, and now you got us putting onions in our hair. Like, girl, please explain. In researching onions for hair growth, I actually came across two very helpful videos on YouTube that helped me understand the science behind onion juice. It was the Green Beauty and Debbie Williams video, and I'll link them down below so you guys can also have the same information I did. Also did some research outside of YouTube to see how credible onion juice was, and while there hasn't been extensive research, a lot of people swear by this method for hair loss, for hair thinning, for premature graying, and just increased overall health of hair. What really sold me on this is the fact that it doesn't take forever to make the onion juice. I can make it quickly and I can apply it right after. I'm not expecting for my hair in one use to grow overnight, and honestly I don't even think in a month it's gonna grow that fast or see like a big difference, but in the continued use of time this might actually work out for us. Now I'm gonna share with you the reason why I really wanted to do this is not so much for length, because I think I've acquired a good amount of length over time on its own, but the real reason why I'm doing this is because I really want to thicken up right here and right here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm taking off my ponytail to give you guys like an in-depth look of what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna get a little closer and bring you in. So after having JL, my youngest daughter, I pretty much lost a big patch of hair somewhere around here, and I had like this bald spot. So for a while I had to pretty much part my hair in the opposite direction to cover that up. But I feel like even though some of my hair has grown back, it's not as thick as it can be. I want that fullness, that thickness in my hair, and onion juice seems like the way to go to try to get that. For those that are interested in seeing if it works for hair growth, I'm going to be using a measuring tape to kind of keep track of my progress. I'm just going to grab a piece from the back so that you guys can see. This is where my finger stopped at. Okay, so from the top to the ends of the very end of my hair here, it says 17 inches, which is crazy. I didn't even think my hair was that long. Then I'm gonna measure a piece from the front. And this is always my side part, so I feel like we would be okay to start measuring from here. Most people do it from the middle part, but I always part my hair on this side. So I still feel like it'll give us accurate results if we measure going this way. Okay, so it says 17 inches to the very tip. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. So it says 17 inches from here to the longest part of my bang down here, and 17 inches from back here to here, which is crazy because I don't see how that's possible, but those are our measurements and that's what we're going to stick with, and then we're going to see how it changes over time. So I'm going to continue again to film to do a 1 week or maybe 2 times a month update to see how our hair changes, but we definitely just wanted to capture what it was from the lengthwise and here, and we'll see how it goes. So let's go ahead and get started and make that onion juice. I want to make some for you. I want to show you how to make it and then apply it, and I'm hoping I don't smell like feet afterwards, so I'll let you guys know how it goes along the way. So I heard you can either use yellow onions or red onions. I used what I had. I used the yellow onion, and it says to peel the top layer. Don't peel too much because you don't want to take away the benefits. Cut up your onion because you're going to put it through a food processor so that you can get the juice out of it. I had to take a break because these onions are already making me cry. Normally anytime I cut with onions, it makes me cry anyway, but this is really, really strong. I hope it doesn't make me cry when I put it in my hair. So now that we have all our onions cut, we're going to go ahead and run it through the food processor. This was a lot of onions, but luckily it all fit. I chose to grind the onions so that I can get the most cuts into the onion and get the most juice and benefits out of it. Strain the juice from the onions. You can either use a cheesecloth or a strainer. I chose to use knee-high stockings because I already had these and it kind of just made it easier. These are like 50 cents, so it's actually really affordable. So I put it into my desired container that I'm going to use to pour it out later. And as you can see, it's already very mushy, so it's going to make it really easy to go ahead and strain the juice. I didn't want to get the smell of the onions on my hands, so I actually chose to use gloves in this process. Without me even straining it, you can already start to see some of the juice has leaked out onto the container, so that's how much juice is already in the onions. But as I squeeze out, I'm trying to get pretty much all the juice out, so you're just going to continue to do that until the onions feel dry in your hands and all the juice is in the container. As you can see, it looks like a cloudy yellow liquid at this point, and I think I have about enough now to go ahead and apply in my hair, and I think this was close to 16 ounces. Onion juice is gonna take me out. Like, I basically have tears and snot running down my entire face the whole time that I was trying to squeeze that out. It's strong. Obviously, because of the strong smell of onions, you definitely want to minimize that by using 2 tablespoons of some type of essential oil. I chose lavender. You can use rosemary, peppermint, whatever you like, but you need to use something to make sure you don't smell like feet afterwards. Okay, my eyeballs are as red as can be right now, but I'm still going to try and smell it with the lavender oil to see if it kind of calmed down the smell. And good. I don't really smell any onion. If I whiff hard enough, maybe like a light at the end of it scent of onion, but it's not a strong smell of onion, so it definitely calmed it down. So now we got to pour it into our applicator. So I ended up using this applicator that's usually used for dyes, and all the way to the top is actually a little bit over 10 ounces. I thought this would be a good application process, but I ended up having to change it later. You'll see. Also, let me warn you, if you're going to apply this to your hair, make sure you also use gloves on your hands during the application process. I didn't do that and I regretted it the next day. My hands still smell like onions. But anyways, I'm going ahead and applying it first to the spots and the areas that I want to focus on. So right there towards the hairline and in the front of my hair. And I thought this would make it really easy, but then I noticed for some reason it still had small tiny pieces of onions and it made it hard after a while to get out. The tip of the bottle was really skinny at the top, so I had to change my application method and I went ahead and went with a spray bottle. I wanted to mention, make sure that you apply it to dirty hair so that you can shampoo the smell out later. You will definitely want to use something with fragrance to get this all out. Also, they did mention to do a patch test to check for allergies before you go ahead and try this onion juice mix because it may cause itching or redness if you already have an allergy to onions. Onions are said to be high in dietary sulfur, which promotes collagen production, which helps the production of healthy skin cells and hair growth. Once I was done, I used a shampoo brush to scalp massage, as scalp massaging does increase blood flow and helps promote hair growth as well. Overall, this is a safe, natural, and affordable remedy that you more than likely already have in your kitchen and you can try today. This has a strong smell that can linger in your hair if you don't mix it well or if it's not washed out properly, so you definitely have to make sure to use a good shampoo and maybe even do 2 shampoos if needed. Okay, so I got through my first round of onion juice and I left it in for about an hour and then I went ahead and rinsed it out and styled as normal. And I can tell you guys that the first thing I noticed once I rinsed it out is how soft my hair was. So that was a plus. I didn't really notice any other difference. The one thing that I was waiting for after I styled, conditioned, shampooed, everything was to see if my hair would smell anything like onions. So upon first smelling it, No, my hair doesn't smell like onions at all, but I did have my husband and my daughter check, you know, like in the scalp area, because obviously it seeps into your pores. So I had them check and they say that once you get closer to the scalp that they can smell the onions. So just giving you fair warning. I didn't use any really scented shampoo or stylers or conditioners today, so maybe that didn't help mask the smell really good. Maybe next time when I do style my hair, I'll be using maybe something a little bit more scented so that way it can mask the smell. But the next thing that I think I'm going to use, probably just to mask it for this week, is a perfume for the hair, so that should help. But so far, this is week 1. And I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what the results are going to bring with a prolonged use over time. If you guys are interested in trying out this onion juice challenge with me, definitely make sure that you follow me on Instagram at Just Like Jackie's to keep up with regular daily progress. And I'll be uploading either weekly or twice a month updates on this whole onion juice and how my edges grow, if my hair gets longer, and any other results. It also is supposed to help with decreased shedding, so I'm kind of excited to see if I will see any change there. I can tell you that I had a lot of shedding last year, but I did have a vitamin D deficiency. When I upped the vitamin C, it did reduce the shedding, but I'm not gonna say it eliminated it, because I do feel like shedding has, for the most part, always been pretty normal in my hair, but I do want to see that get reduced. Yeah, that was it. So let me know what you guys think. Comment down below if you'll be joining me on this onion juice journey and trying it out week over week. Hope to see you guys in my next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more helpful curly hair videos and beauty videos. All right, catch you next time, guys. Bye.